Hello, Scorpio. Thank you very much for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. I keep wanting to put the, but there's no the in front of that one. For supportive oracle cards, the Psychic Tarot for the Heart oracle cards, oracle deck, I should say, by John Holland. Okay, already shuffled. We want to do something different for Scorpio. Okay. Before and after. Okay, before and after. Let's see where we're going with this. Yes. Okay. Before and after. Let's see where we're going with this. It seems a little different. So, this might be a long one too, I have a feeling. Before and after. So you might be actually coming up to the before. So take this with a grain of salt. This might be something you're heading towards. So it might be first stage, second stage, beginning, end, something like that. Keep that in mind. So as you're getting into the situation here, this is how it starts. This is the first phase. This is the before, I should say. You're very grounded in the situation. You got Ace of Pentacles in your Earth spot, which tells me you're very grounded. Things are starting off very dedicated. You have every intention of making sure this works out. You have a goal in mind. The goal will be attained, and you have no plans on letting that go awry. Communication. You're communicating flat out where this is going. Anybody involved with this situation, you're making it quite clear where it's going, how fast it's going to go, and when it's going to happen. I feel like it's almost like on a set schedule. Like, Scorpio is usually a bit, what word do I want to use? I wouldn't say random, but it can be spontaneous. But in this situation, you're like, no, this has to work out. And I'm setting this up so you all know where things are going. This is how it's going to happen. This is when it's going to happen. Like, you're very regimented about this. Whether this is normal for you or not, the Scorpio energy I'm connecting with is like, no, this will work out and this is how it's going to work out. I don't care if it drives me crazy or not. This is the way it's going to go. Because this way I know it will happen. This way I know it will work. I know it will work. Because your action, you got the Hierophant here in your action in the fire spot. Even if it's hard for you to do so, even if you're having those inklings to be a little bit more spontaneous or maybe jump ahead, stuff like that, you're like, no. You won't even allow yourself to do that. You won't even allow yourself to do that. You won't allow anybody else. That's not hard. For some reason that doesn't feel hard anyway. But holding yourself to it, that might be the hardest part for you, because either you want to jump ahead or you want to be a little spontaneous or change things up a little. You're like, no, I won't allow it. I won't allow myself to do this. I'm not allowing anybody else to do it. I'm not going to do this either. This will work out because I'm holding to this. I know this will work if I just hold to this. One of the big factors, the motivators for you doing this, is the Page of Wands energy. And in this deck, he looks like he's freaked out. Every time I pull up this card in this deck, this guy looks like this kid. Is he a kid? Yeah. He, she, they, whatever. Doesn't matter. They look freaked out. And I'm getting, emotionally, you're like, no. I feel like this is my only chance for this to really, like, this is my best chance for the best outcome. And it's really important to me. I need to hold this together. I need this to work out this way. I can't take chances. I can't do that spontaneous. I can't jump ahead. I can't do it. And I can't allow anybody else to do it. It has to work out. This is how I'm going to do it. I don't care how much it drives me insane to do it this way. I will do it this way. And you've got the King of Wands energy in the center, which is kind of like this is the element of spirit in the center. That's how I read it anywhere. You're holding yourself to that. You really do believe, and I feel like you're correct. You're holding to your God center, Goddess center, your universal center, your own personal center. This is the right way to do this. You're forcing yourself and everybody else involved to hold to it. And this is what your stability, you're feeling there's a lot of success and growth can happen to this. And it's I feel like you're getting that support from the universe saying, yes, you're right. Hold yourself to this. Hold other people to this. This will work out. This will work. You just got to hold to the plan. This time, it's requiring you to hold to the plan. This is the before. over to the after. How this is working out. As I move my chair over here. This is working out. It's not easy for you, is what I'm getting. You are happy with the results. Where this is going, you are happy with the results. But it's the Page of Cups. It's not it's not what you thought. It's not as good as you thought it would be, but it's still good. Still good. But you know what I mean? It's kind of like that. That's a child. To me, that's a child. That's a child in there. What I'm saying with that is the situation still needs tending to. Like this child, you wouldn't just leave them out in the world and be like, "Welcome to New York City. Good luck. Here's $5. Make it happen. Good luck. Good luck with your life. Okay, bye." You wouldn't do that. Nobody would do that. That's the situation. That's where it's ending up. Like, you still have to tend to it. I don't feel like you were expecting it to be like that. You thought it was going to be more self-sufficient. It was just you had to get it on track, keep it on track, it would be fine. But I feel like you're still tending to it in the future. You weren't expecting to. It's a little unsettling is what I'm getting. A little unsettling, but you're not unhappy. You're just not as satisfied with the original result you were hoping for. Action is pulling in next for whatever reason. You got the High Priestess, which you'll notice matches the High Priest from the earlier one. You're evolving forward. The action you're taking is you're tending to the situation still. You're taking care of the situation still. You're trying to, like, using the child reference here again. Yeah, they can't take care of themselves right now. It's true. But you're pushing lessons forward. You're like, and remember, look both ways. Remember, you see that person over there? Don't talk to them. You see this person over there that I introduced you to? Go to that person if you have questions. You know, I feel like you're saying stuff like that. Remember when I said save your money so that we have enough for lunch? Stuff like that. You're teaching them, like, you need $10 for lunch. So if I give you 15, you have $5 spending cash, but you got to hold on to that 10 for lunch. Don't be spending that $10. It's for your lunch. And I feel like that's the type of lessons, that's the type of control you're having over here. You're trying to get this thing to be more self-sufficient, but you're still having to police it. But you're trying to instill more life lessons. You're trying to get it going forward. You're trying to instill those life lessons. You're hoping at some point it will be able to be more self-sufficient. You're hoping it will mature. You also got this awaiting results. Like, that's just reinforcing that same energy. Your water is the emotion here, is the Hanged Man. I still feel when I'm getting the Hanged Man, I feel like it's saying that this energy did not move on. That freaked out energy, that oh my God energy, that oh, is this going to make it? Is this going to be okay energy? Still there. Still there. You're not feeling overly confident. You're like, I have to police it. Or else I'm not sure this is going to really work out. Still awaiting those results. And I'm noticing this in the center, and I'm just waiting to see how... We're going to do air first, because communication is great. The Sun card is here. Communication between you and whatever you're doing, be it a person or a situation, communication is great. Communication is on point. You're understood. Your information is understood. You're getting the feedback back to understand what's hitting and what's not. For example, you know, hold on to that $10. I'm giving you 15. You have $5 spending cash. You do not spend that $10. That's for your lunch. But you're finding out this person, for example, spent $7, and you're like, yep, I told you not to spend more than $5 on stuff like that. So what didn't you have for lunch? Like, what did you miss out on? Like, you're policing it. You're finding out. You're getting the truth back. Communication is great. Like, if somebody's screwing up, you're finding out. They're telling you. They're owning it. Is what I'm getting. So that's okay. Communication is really good. With the Sun card here, communication is not a problem. Communication really didn't seem like it was a problem before anyway. So communication isn't an upset here. It's just the situation itself maturing is not maturing as fast as you need it to. And you got this. You're still awaiting results. I'm getting the Tower card here in the center. But I'm getting like this lightning bolt here coming out of the heavens, kind of like this is a shock to the system. Because you're realizing you're gonna be stuck in this situation for a lot longer than you expected. This is kind of pulling in with this Page of Cups energy for me. you're like, oh, this is going to take a lot more work, a lot more than you expected. And you're just like, holding to the plan was hard enough when I thought I had to do it for X amount of time, but when I'm realizing it's much, much, much longer than that, I feel like your first thought is, I can do it. Obviously, I can do it, and I will do it. But you're just kind of like, it's kind of that like, oh boy. But you're already invested. You're already like, well, it's not like I'm going anywhere. It's not like I'm gonna give up. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna give up. So here I go. Here I go. The Tower card is telling me it's the realization. It's the realization that this is gonna hold on a lot longer than you thought. A lot longer than you thought. And it's just kind of coming to terms with that. Because at this point, when you realize this, it's too late. You're just kind of like, I'm already in it. I'm already in it. It's just how it is. Waiting your life away, it feels like, because it's taking forever and a day. But you're already in it. You're not giving it up. This stage, this phase, this after stage goes on for quite a while is what I'm getting. But I feel like you're making it work. And it's just becoming one of those things where this is a part of my life now. This is just what I do. I don't feel you labored by it. Like, it's not like, oh my God, I can't wait for this to be over. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like it becomes more of a piece of your life in the sense of like, you're used to it, you're comfortable with it, you're just accepting it for what it is. I don't feel it as like a drawing down. I feel like it's starting to lift you up more. I feel like you're getting more enjoyment and you're feeling that, what do you want to call that? Where you're getting something back from it. You're getting that, like that feeling of being needed and making an effect and being effective, and you're enjoying it. You're enjoying it going forward. I feel like you're going to enjoy it more than you expect. I do feel, to a degree, you're going to put more of your natural spontaneity into this, but there's going to be certain things you won't back down on. Like, certain things have to be done at certain times. It's almost like catching the school bus. Like, you get up at 7 so that I have you on that school bus at 7:30. Like, that type of feel. Like, no, this is non-negotiable. You're going to get up at 7 either way. I might take you to school myself, but you're still going to be up at 7. We're still going to leave at 7:30 either way, whether you're on the school bus or I'm taking you myself. That's a non-negotiable. That might be the spontaneity you're willing to do. School bus versus you taking them yourself. But getting up at that time, that's non-negotiable. You will be up at this time. That's, you know what I'm saying? So you're getting used to this. You're adding a little bit more acceptable spontaneity in here, keeping a lot of other things like this is how you do it. You're holding yourself to it as much as this other person. It feels mostly for most of you it's a person. It's working out. And you're starting to really enjoy it. The farther it goes, it's just a piece of your life that you're very used to and very comfortable with, and it's fulfilling. Fulfilling. That's the word I've been looking for the last 5 minutes. Anything else? I think this is good. As the receiver of this information on the other side, you're the one who really makes that judgment if it's good or not. To me, it feels good. Is there anything else with this? All right, I think we're there. Thank you for watching. Of course, if you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.